Just because something is a scientific study, do you believe it? An infamous study by Roy Baumeister in 1998 by Case Western University explored the topic of ego depletion. Ego depletion is a psychological concept that states that willpower, or our conscious decision to carry out tasks, is limited. In Baumeister's study, he had participants be in a room with radishes and chocolate chip cookies. He divided the participants into 3 groups. The first group was only allowed to eat the radishes, the second, chocolate chip cookies, and the third acted as a control. They did not taste any of the foods. Baumeister then had participants complete a puzzle in which it was impossible to complete, where they had to trace a geometric figure without lifting their utensil. Baumeister's results showed that those in the radish condition spent about 8 minutes persisting at the impossible task, while those in the cookie condition spent about 19 minutes persisting at the task. Those in the control group spent about 21 minutes. Baumeister concluded that willpower was in fact a finite resource. The general public and psychological community were shocked. This makes sense, right? Willpower does seem limited, especially after a long, hard days of work. Baumeister's study was cited hundreds of times, with his findings being the basis of following studies from other psychologists. Which is great, if only the theory of ego depletion was true. After the initial boom of the discovery, Baumeister's findings were put under question. Several vigorous meta-analyses, which are tests that combine the results from several outside studies, were run to test the theory of ego depletion. An example of this is the Voss et al. Study in 2021, which included 36 separate labs with 3,500 participants. This meta-analysis, along with many others, did not find any significant evidence for ego depletion and deemed Baumeister's results as inconclusive. Additionally, in 2010, graduate student Evan Carter of the University of Miami found significant publication bias among the published studies exploring ego depletion. Not a single one of these studies found evidence against the theory, while some might say, of course, he didn't find any opposing arguments because maybe the theory is correct. If you look at the big picture, with huge meta-analyses such as the Voss et al. Study saying that the results are inconclusive, there is likely a publication bias for results that are eye-catching and confirmatory, while discarding all others because they don't get the public attention and therefore do not generate profit. This has several bad implications. First and foremost, the public is told the wrong information, with videos such as these labeled as self-help, under the guise that ego depletion is scientifically proven, which it's not. Secondly, those of the general public who do realize that the theory isn't sound can have a diminished trust in psychology, when research can truly help us be informed within policy, daily life, and build a basis for future research. Thirdly, this reveals a troubling trend in academia where profit matters over the truth. Studies that genuinely wish to replicate the ego depletion theory, but don't get results, are not even published, with many psychologists not compensated for honest work. Baumeister, the psychologist we talked about in the beginning of the video, still denies that the theory's evidence is inconclusive and is publishing books about willpower and teaching courses. Perhaps it's due to the fear of losing his reputation, but either way, if the issues within the psychological publishing community aren't addressed, misinformation will continue to spread, the public will be misled, and the honest replications for better science are not going to be rewarded. The next time you come across a source that is examining the results from psychological research, such as this video actually, take it with a grain of salt and try to complete your own research. Thank you for watching.